Alright, Fluffy, since last time you wouldn't shut up, let's try a different question. How many goals is Owen Tippett getting against the Panthers tonight? That's what I thought too. Don't eat the stick now, dummy. Spit it out. You're not allowed to eat it. He doesn't care. Yeah, he's just going to walk away from me. Whatever. It's fiber.
You ready? Here we go. He did it. I don't believe it.
Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go. Go.
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1.
Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go. Go.
Alright, Panther fans, how we doing? So, back to back, we got the Flyers tonight, and we got the Lion King. Bubba's going to get a night off. Well earned, much deserved. I have full confidence in Alex Lyon to come in and be able to at least slow down the best player in the NHL in Owen Tippett. So, it's good to see Tippett doing well. If you're a fan of this channel, you know I pounded on the wall and the basement and the floor and the door and the table. I pounded it. I was so enamored with Tippett that Bill Zito had to go ahead and trade him just to shut me the hell up. And now, of course, Tippett is turning out to be, he's their leading scorer. Who knew? So, the other thing is we do not have Bennett tonight. That's not good. But it's not good. There's no but. That's not good. We got 11 games left after this. Bennett was already out of the lineup, last month basically, and he was out for almost 2 weeks. Hopefully this isn't a reoccurrence or whatever that was. But when he had that injury, Maurice said he had something lingering, and sounds to me like he's got something structurally wrong that he keeps resting and then re-injuring. I would not be shocked at all if during the off-season we hear that he needed some sort of surgery. That's just the way this is starting to sound to me. It sounds like he's got something that needs to be worked on, but rather than taking the surgery and shutting it down for the season, he's doing rest and recuperation and therapy, and that's just my guess. So, let's go with, somebody over here said 6-2 Panthers. You guys are crazy, but okay. The puppets never lied to me. We're going to go with 6-2 Panthers. Stay out of the box. Play smart. Short shifts. We played last night. This is a game we should win, but it's also a game the Flyers don't, they can beat you. They can beat you. Play smart. Let's get to it. Alright, so it's 1-1, and now Duke is scratched. We already knew Bennett is day-to-day, so okay, Duke was a scratch, I guess, after warm-ups, was a late. I hope, like somebody said on the stream, I hope he's just got, he had some bad cheesesteak, right? I almost said cheesecake because I actually have cheesecake that I'm getting ready to have for dessert, but that's different. Hopefully, it seems like every game, hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's okay. Not just Duke, but just somebody. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's okay. So we've got 11 forwards. Fitzgerald draws in at 7D, which, we got 11 forwards. We can't stay healthy. Whatever this team is going to do, it's going to do it 80% of its capacity throughout the entire season. How many times have we had 3 games with the full? I guess we did. We didn't when Duke came back because Barkov and Bennett were out. Have we had 3 full games with Barkov, Bennett, and Duke? I think we did. I think. It's debatable. It's unbelievable. Hopefully he's okay. We came out looking like we were full of energy. Now we're starting to look like a team that played last night in the road. We can do this. Lion looks decent. Settle it down. Calm down, Jaws. Okay, Duke will be fine. Bennett will be fine. If somebody else gets hurt, though, I'm only 90 minutes from Philly, and I can skate. This team is going to kill me. For those who are new to the channel, and for those who've been around for a while, I'm just going to say that I am aware that what's probably fixing to come out of my mouth is an overreaction. But like I was saying to Kyle on the stream, every game, unless I'm sick, about an hour before the game starts, I create the stream, I set up, I walk outside with the dogs, I get them taken care of, I start the stream, I eat my dinner, I watch the game. In the middle of the game, Kyle runs the intermissions, I do the recap, I post the recap, I wake up, I do the hour 45-minute video with Stu, I do the hour podcast, I write the article, every game. And I don't think that there has been a 7-day stretch this season where we started out after Tuesday's game, and by the following Tuesday we had the same mindset, attitude, expectations, hopes, dreams. Every freaking video is, I hope this guy's okay. I hope this guy's okay. I wonder when he's going to be back. Who knows? We were told day to day, but it's been 2 weeks. And we wait all day sometimes to just get an update on the players. And it's just, I've never experienced a more frustrating season in any of my sports teams, and I'm a Dolphins fan. That says a lot. You see what's up on my wall. That's when I was a kid, so that ages me as well. And I do not believe I have ever experienced a more frustrating season than what this team is putting us through. I won't just say me, because you guys are on Twitter, or you're watching the videos, or you're watching my videos and other videos and all the other podcasts. I mean, so you're taking it all in, and I'm sure none of us agree. And on Tuesday, we think the season's over, and somebody else probably thinks it's okay. And then by Wednesday, we're like, we're going to the playoffs, and they're like, the season's over. This is at least the second back-to-back game where we don't even have all the forwards. And what makes it fantastic is we played 7D, and it was the D that was absolute dog shit tonight. I mean dog shit. Like, you accidentally gave the dog a bunch of chicken fat grease before he went to bed, and he wakes you up at 3 in the morning, go, rah, 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 and you got to run outside, and it's 6 degrees, and you need 5 layers of clothes, and you go outside, and you just hear him run into the backyard, and you just hear, and from 60 yards away, you're like, oh, God! So bad! That was the defense tonight. And they had an extra guy on the ice. So we can sit here and say, Lyon, look, I'm not going to throw Lyon completely under the bus. He's an AHL goalie. What should have happened was what I thought was going to happen. I can go back, and because I know I said this a couple times, when Spencer and I went into the program before the trade deadline, I thought, maybe we should go get a guy. Maybe there's somebody out there that's a good veteran goalie, that's a good NHL veteran goalie, so when Bob needs a break, because we've got some tough stretches here where we've got a lot of games in a compact amount of time. Not saying it's all Alex Lyon's fault, but he's an AHL goalie. Okay, he is what he is. I don't care if he's got the nice nickname. He's an AHL goalie. He's of an age that if he was gonna, he woulda. He's not. But that being said, the defense absolutely, Gudas couldn't clear the zone twice. As soon as Gudas couldn't clear the zone, I'm screaming at the top of my lungs because everybody knew. What the hell kind of ass shit was that, Gudas? A half-ass backhand attempt at clearing the zone? And that's what started the waterfall. And then he had the puck on his stick again on the same shift, and he still couldn't clear it. And the next thing you know, we gave up 3 goals in 2 minutes. 2.5, if you really want to be specific. Ekblad and Forsling, and Gudas had collectively easily the worst game they've had all season long. Montour looked pretty decent. I didn't see Mahura have too many of a problem. And I think Fitzgerald played about 26 seconds. If he's going to play him, just let him. So, and then you look on Twitter, and some people think it was Lyon's fault. He wasn't perfect, but a lot of those goals were just Bob gives up those goals too. Okay, maybe Bob makes the save on the one where the guy had enough time to come in and play tic-tac-toe and Chinese checkers. Maybe Bob makes that save. Maybe Maurice calls a timeout after the second goal. Huh? Paul? Maybe? Come on, man. But, the Islanders are now winning tonight. So the Islanders are going to beat the Maple Leafs while we lose to the Flyers. And guess what? They're going to take that 8 seed and shove it right up our ass. And last time we had the 8 seed, we held it for 1 game. And then we blew it. And here we go again. I'm not saying this completely blown. We still have a better chance of actually catching Pittsburgh than Islanders. But that's not the point. The point is what the freaking hell did we do to the hockey gods? Bennett is day-to-day. That don't mean jack shit to me because day-to-day around here with Paul Maurice, every freaking day Paul Maurice is like, I'm pretty sure he's going to play today. And like an hour later, all the reporters were like, yeah, no, he's not even going to skate. Duke, apparently, I thought he came out. He didn't even come out for the pregame skate. The lack of information from this team is just nauseatingly frustrating. As a guy, and I'm not saying this is only me, I'm sure it's just as frustrating for George and Colby and everybody else to just have to go the whole freaking day. And you got to wait the whole day to get any kind of an update. And then just Duke is out. You don't get any information. And the team can't be stupid. They got to know that doesn't help the fan base. Okay? It doesn't help the fan base. You want your fan base to be involved, and you want them to be positive, and you want them to be energetic. Communicate with the fans a little bit better than what we get now, which is ass. You want people to be involved, you've got to give them information. Otherwise, you've got all the, who the hell knows when we're going to find out what the hell's wrong with Duke. Maybe in the post game, maybe. But even then, Maurice might just be like, well, he had a little something, we'll see. Oh, I can't believe we lost this game. Jesus. Oh. Meanwhile, I mean, yeah, it was a back-to-back. We had enough legs to win this game. I don't know what the hell. Now Gudis, I don't know if he was feeling some kind of effects from last night. Remember, he got kind of hurt and then came back. I mean, that was so far and away the worst game I've ever seen him play. That was just terrible. I was happy when he had the fight because it meant he would be off the ice. And, you know, look, we saw this with Barkov. When Barkov and Bennett were out, Lundell is so good at 3C, but he's not really, he doesn't belong up at left wing on the top line. And I'm not blaming Reese for that. You know, you're down 2 guys, you got to shuffle the deck the way you can. I would have. They started off, I think, with Lundell at 2C, and then they moved him up on the top line. I would have just gone Barkov, Luosterainen, Lundell, Stahl. Right? But part of the problem is we don't have enough forwards because we don't have any cap space to carry any extra guys. Like last year, if somebody got hurt, Hornquist could play, or Achari could play, or Mammon could play. Now we got nobody, like literally nobody, on a back-to-back, on the road, and Carter Hart, if there's any Flyer fans watching, this is, don't take this personally, this is just how I talk, but I don't like you anymore. Stop it. We gave you Owen Tippett. We allowed you to get out from Claude Giroux, and we gave you Owen Tippett, and this is how you treat us when we're trying to make the playoffs. You didn't have to do that to us, making toe saves with 4 minutes left on a 5-on-3. Come on now. Oh. And I was feeling so much better. I was feeling so much better, and this is what happens when I feel better. Sat there, and it's 2-2 with 5 minutes left in the second period. You're thinking, okay, they had the lead, we came back, we looked like we're playing well, and then all of a sudden Gudis didn't clear the puck, and one was in the back of the net. And then Colin White, Superman dives, or was that the second goal? I don't know, I give up. But Colin White, Superman dives, blocks Forsling from getting to the man. That was another goal. I mean, you want to blame Lyon, but at the other hand, I'm trying to think of any goals where we're really like, oh God, come on, Lyon, you got to stop that. There weren't any. There weren't any. They were, all of the goals were like, what the hell are we doing on defense? As far as I can remember. Makes no sense. It makes no sense what happened out there on the ice, because you got the back-to-back and you got Lyon and you're missing the forwards. But why was the defense like trash shit tonight? I don't understand what the hell just happened out there. Like, if we would have lost this game 2-1 because we're missing forwards and we couldn't get it past Carter, I can live with that. But there was no excuse for the game that Forsling, Ekblad, and Gudis just played. There's no excuse for that. All 3 of them played horribly out there tonight. Especially Gudis, Ekblad, Forsling. Forsling wasn't awful, but by his standards, he was still pretty bad. Ekblad we've seen Ekblad have those nights before. But Gudis, Jesus. Oh, God. So now, here we go again. The Islanders are winning, so we're not going to be the 8th seed. We'll be the 9th seed. But now Pittsburgh plays Colorado and Dallas back-to-back. We'll get Bob back on what the hell is today. What the hell is today? Tuesday? We'll get Bob back on Thursday. Bennett is day-to-day for We don't know what's wrong with. We don't know if Duke is sick, got a stomach virus. We don't know if his wife is having a baby, if he has a wife. We don't know jack shit, and I can't stand it. Maybe that's just me. But I like to get my thoughts. Like, we wake up, Stu and I are doing the review at 8 o'clock in the morning. This morning, nothing. No update. No idea about Bennett. I'm doing the podcast 1 o'clock this afternoon. No, nothing. Not even a Bennett is there. Nothing. This team's going to kill me. This has just been... Look, I want to make the playoffs, and I want to win the cup. And you guys know that nobody wants to make the playoffs or win the cup more than me, because I'm the one that predicted it. So I've got that box checked for this year at least, because I don't think anybody else predicted that. So I want it just as much as anybody. But I'll tell you what. There's this little incy-wincy part of me that if it ended and we weren't in the playoffs, you know how when grandma dies and you're like, well, at least she's not in pain anymore? You know that feeling where you're crying and it's sad and you're sad that grandma died, but at the same point, you don't have to go through the agony of what you're having to do for grandma for the last year of her life. That feeling is the feeling I think a lot of us will have if this season ends just a point short. Because after everything that we've been through, if it ends a point short, there's nothing you can blame. Because everything is to blame. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen people in the chat, look, I've picked on Maurice when I didn't think he was doing a good job. But like on a night like tonight, what's he supposed to do? How's this on Maurice? Right? I mean, we haven't had our full complement of players for more than 3 games straight. I can't remember when it was when Bennett and Barkov came back after Duke was back. I think we had 3 games. I think. Remember, though, because Duke missed another game because he was sick. I think we had 3 games with all of our guys. And that's it. The rest of the season has been, and how many times has it been 2 guys? Not just 1, but 2. I never seen anything like it. That's all I can say. All right. Oh. Stu and I will be back in the morning. I'm gonna start watching golf or baseball or something so that I have something else to talk about in the podcast because this team is going to kill me. And the irony, last thing, the irony of it all is that starting Thursday for 10 days, 6 games worth, Kyle is going on vacation to Florida. So I'll be streaming by myself. Stu's going to help out. But he's going on vacation. I haven't had a 2-week vacation. This is true now. I don't even have to knock on wood. This is not an exaggeration. I have not had a 2-week vacation since 1996. And I haven't had a 1-week vacation since 1996. But he's going to SeaWorld and all the good fun stuff. I'll be here dying with this team. I'll see you in the morning.